Hey guys, welcome back to Favorite Game of the Limp. Let's get stuck right back into Brief Border Wars, the football war. We're going to jump right back into it. We're at the top of the third turn. We need to draw 6 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now I know the Hondurans are really wanting a lot of cards on this one. So it's 1, 2. Oh, it's not going to go their way. It's going to be bad. Oh, that's so bad. That's so bad. And this can happen where you have a lot of cards being drawn for one side versus the other. But they've been either equal or under El Salvador every time with the card draws. The only thing is, though, that means later turns, they're much more likely to have a lot more cards. But are they going to be able to come back from the amount of damage that's going to happen to them? Now, remember, they can keep playing special action cards, but they have to do it in response to it. And since I know what my plan is for these guys, because I'm playing against myself, I have to do it. I have to play one of my special actions. And did these get put back together? Nope, there's only 5. Oh, there's the other one. Okay, boom. Yep, gonna play second special action card. We're gonna do another raid onto their rear area in an attempt to take out their air forces again because their air forces had rebuilt. And I know the plan is here to take and raid here to reduce their card draw by doing a raid on their main service routes. Ooh, and they don't have any good movement cards either. Oh, this is not good for them. All right, so we're playing that for the raid because they have the most cards, so they get to start out, and they're playing special action as their first. They have 5 combat factors. They need at least 2 hits. All right, so here's 4, and now let's do the purple one. 5. 5 dice. They need at least 2 hits to take out their air forces. Can they get it? Oh yeah, they got it. 3 3s and 2 6s. That's kind of interesting. But that got it for him. That kills them. That crushes the Honduran forces because now they have lost all their aircraft again. It took them 2 rounds to get their fighters back, and now they're taken out again. And they could play a special action to. I'm almost thinking they do that because they're getting beat down. They're getting beat down so hard right now. They've got to play a special action to get all their cards back. Yeah, they're gonna have to because they've only got 1 movement here, right? They don't have anything they want to play for an attack yet, so they can't pass. So we've got to play a special action. But the aircraft had already been used. So if they play their special action to get everything back out of the damage box, they can play another special action to do a raid. And I think that's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to burn a lot of special action cards this turn because it's just gone too well for the air raid. So we're going to do that. We're going to, bam, have to burn a lot of their special action cards early. Get everything out of this damage box so they can get stuck back in. Now we're going back to the white forces. And let's see, do we have any big movement? Ooh, 6. 1, 5, and 6. Okay. So I can move up to 6 at a time. I've got a 2, a 1, a 5, and 2 6s. But then there's also combat that I want to have because I want to get this. I could play the 5 and move them in, but then they could do a 5 back and only attack a couple. But I have to take that. I'd like to realistically do a move where I have a big move and get a good chunk of my forces and some aircraft here. But I already used my aircraft here, so I can't use them this round. I'll have to use them on the next one. But yeah, if I got 4 infantry forces in there and a couple aircraft to help offset some of this defensive bonus, take out maybe half the blue forces that are there, that would do really good. So we're still doing good. We don't have to take this now because if we take it now, it's just 4 rounds of trying to hold it. Right now, we're kind of at an impasse. Neither side wants to move forward because they don't have the right cards to move forward, and it opens them up. That, I'll tell you what, that rule for this one about the person who's conducting the attack getting to choose how many of the defenders are attacked is such a key rule. At first, I didn't like it. All right, I actually talked to Mo from Mo's Game Table just to ensure that I read it the correct way. But now I'm really getting into it because it's adding a depth to the game. It's adding that factor of, yeah, I can move all my forces forward, but they don't have to attack all my forces. They can piecemeal me. So when I move forward, I need to be in the right position to move forward. I need to be in a place where I'm prepared to take some losses before I'm able to conduct my own attack. You know, I have some air forces in there to help offset any defensive bonuses they might have, things like that. All right, so I think what we're going to do instead, we're going to play this 5 movement card. And we're going to move these guys. We're going to go 1, 2 here. Keeping 1 here so I have control. And I'm going to move these guys along. This guy can be 3 because he's going to come up along this path 2. And these 2 can be 4, 5. Right? All right, so now we've got some extra forces to help hold this area. And there's only 1, 2 ground forces left in the rear. Everything else is actually stuck in for the white side. So they're doing pretty good. They're doing pretty good. All right, now we're back to the blue side. And they are going to burn one of their very precious and few remaining special action cards so they can finally get an air attack of their own off to try to slow down the white advance. Bring in the bomber as well because, oh, I forgot to do the return fire, and we'll get that first, and then we'll do our raid here. All right, so 2d6 roll. Let's see if they did get any hits from flat, and they got 1. So we'll have the bomber take that, goes to damage unit box. Okay, now we are doing the special action raid here, and they are not attacking the airfield, which is what I did. I forgot to flip that counter too. They are not attacking the airfield. They are attacking the MSR, the main service route, the roads. They're trying to cut supply, if you will, and doing that inflicts hits on the rear area. And like I said, the reason you want to do that is because for every hit marker in your rear area on the following turns, you have to discard that many cards. That will greatly slow down the white side, especially considering more of their cards have been drawn the first 3 turns, and they would have hit markers. So now they're less likely to get cards drawn, and they would have to discard cards. So it's going to be a big attack here. What is this? 9. They've got 4 level 2 aircraft, 1 bomber. So that is 9 dice. They're going for, all right, let's do this in 2 rolls so we don't have dice bumping into each other. We'll do this roll of 5, and then we'll do this roll here of 4. And again, they're looking for 5s and 6s. What do they get? They, oh my God, so bad, so bad. It is just not going well for them. Everything missed on this first roll. They need at least 2 or this raid is ineffectual. And they got it. Oh my God. Out of 9, they only got the 2. Oh, so weak. So weak, man. Oh, I love this game. I'll tell you what. And let's grab these hit markers. We'll place them right here. Boom, boom. There we go. 2 hit markers. So now on the next round, if those hit markers aren't repaired, they have to discard those. But during the final part of the phase, you do roll, and for every 5 or 6, you get to remove those. So let's roll 2d6 for flak to see if they get any of those aircraft. And they got 2 of them. Damn. Blue is just getting torn up. Their aircraft are not holding out well. They have been blown out. This is the second time these guys have been put in the box. But, oh, and I wasn't even thinking about this. This is going to tear them up even worse. Now when they come back, because the airfield is damaged, they're going to automatically be reduced. Oh no, they'll automatically be damaged. No, I think it is disrupted. Let me check. Yep, it does say disrupted, so they will be flipped over. They just have no combat factor when they come back. So in the final phase, they're going to get messed up even worse. They're not going to be in the damage box, but they're still going to have a successful roll to bring them back into it. So yeah, they've slowed them down a little bit, but good God, it cost them. It cost them 2 special action cards and, effectively speaking, all their aircraft to succeed at this. So this was not exactly the best of idea, but we're a learning game for us, strategy, trying to figure it out. So now we are back to the white side because blue side did their special action. And let's see, we could do some special action cards, but I want to hold on to them because the white side could use those later on. And my thought process on that is when I do move these guys forward, I want to have my aircraft available. That way I could call them in using a special action card to help defend against any attacks coming in. So let's see, how do we want to do this? I don't have... I could play some more movement. What I'm kind of wanting to do, I want to play it slow, because if they pass, they're passing, and they can't keep passing. Okay, so they do have the option to pass, but it doesn't say that if they pass, they can't play other cards later. That's what I was thinking, but it's not actually that way, because it doesn't behoove them to attack right now or to play their card for a 1 movement when that's not a big deal. They want to hold on to it to try to get a big attack off, but it doesn't behoove me to move my units in there when that wouldn't work. So I, try to stall them a little bit. Well, they can pass back and keep making me play cards until I move the units in there, which I don't want to do, but I don't want to waste 6 movement either. Oh, I gotta think of how I'm gonna do this, because my aircraft are not prepared. It worked out great taking them out here, right? Worked out great. But that special action card being played, but I don't have to worry about their aircraft. They're all going to be torn up. But I want to have my aircraft to defend me, because it would be a one-off. I'd lose a few, but I'd be able to go after them. So I might just do it. See, because I could move 6, and I'd still have 1 unit left in there. They could play for the 5, and they could probably attack 2 of my units to try to reduce that down. But even let's say they succeeded and didn't lose any, I would still have 4 units to their 5 in that area. So it still wouldn't be horrible. So we'll probably end up doing that. But just to make them pass, and it's kind of funny because I'm playing against myself and I'm saying them, but it is what it is. It's kind of funny. We'll play... Okay, so this is a 6 combat. I want to hold that one. This, I need a 6 movement. All right, so 6 movement and 6 combat. I'm not going to need a 4 combat. Or I could end up needing a 4 combat. Oh, no, let me think. Get my strategy down. All right, we're going to start off a little slow. We're going to do the 6 movement. And it's going to be used to send this guy to here. Yeah, that's the closest I get. 1, 2, 3 to get across. And then these guys all up 1 as they get, let's see. Yeah, both of these guys can go there. This guy go there. This guy goes there. Perfect. That way 1 more can move forward. Or, oh no, I'm going to need 1 more guy. I'm going to need 1 more guy to complete this. Or I can do that slow. They're not going to be able to worry about it too much. I don't have to worry about holding that. I can do that as a slower move. In other words, I'd have to spend 2 movement points instead of 1 to move that 1 guy up there a couple spaces, but that's fine. But that way we've got control of this area. So we've got a lot of victory points there. This unit's coming over. That's 5. I got 1 left. Nothing I can do with it. So, because I'm not going to move 1 guy for them to kill. Or actually, that would be a thought. That would be a thought. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to use that one last movement point to send this one here. Do they want to attack one guy or wait until I move the rest in? And they don't want to attack just one. They want to attack at least a couple to try to make it worth it. So that gives me a chance to get them all in there. Ooh, but I'm going to need one more to hold that. So I'm only going to be able to move 5 in the next round anyway. So it doesn't matter. Moot point. Okay. But yeah, we'll do that. And we'll pass it over to them. Now, let me think. Is it better for them to take a guarantee? Because this is 10 dice against 3 dice. Because they would be getting, the white would be getting 1 self-defense or 1 defensive terrain bonus. And I was originally thinking doing it the other way. Doing it against like 5 dice. Doing a couple of units. Right? But that would be 5 dice against 10 dice. They'd still have twice the odds of coming out okay, but the dice gods haven't been too good for them. They got to take the chance, though. They're going to pass again. We're going to do it for them. We're going to pass. We're going to come back over here, and white is again going to play 6 movement and move all but a single unit in there, so they will have 6 units into that double point, leaving 1 here, and leaves me 1 more movement point that I will go there. Now we go back, and of course they're going to play their 5. They are going to attack 2 units, which will be the top 2 units. We'll just say it's that. So 5 units, because these 2 have 2, and there's 2 here, so it's total of 5 for combat value of 10 against a combat value of 4 plus 1 for the defensive terrain. They're trying to get it as best they can. So we'll do 2 rolls of 5 really quick for the blue forces, see how many hits they get. And then we'll do 1 roll of 5 for the white forces, see what they get. All right, big money. Ooh, this one's caught just a little too much to call it, so let's roll it. And we're going to give them the 1, because 1 got bumped and I couldn't tell when I was looking at it which one it was. So they got 1. And that one, let's roll 1 more time for them. And they got 2 more. That's not bad. They got 3 hits. I was able to push a little something through. Okay, but this is bad because now they're taking their return hits. And that is... And this one's getting re-rolled. Push these down. Nothing. Oh! That attack could not have gone any better for them than it did. Oh, that couldn't have gone any better for them than it did. Okay, so they get to choose how they want to allocate these hits. They don't have enough to kill a unit outright. They have enough to force a disruption on 1. Because if they put all 3 on 1 unit, it's not going to do anything. They need to either... 1 die causes it to where they can force 3 of them to retreat. If they put 1 die, 1 hit on 3 of them. If they put 2 on 1, it would force the unit to become disrupted, and it could retreat, but it doesn't have to. And then it would need at least 2 times the combat value to guarantee a damage. So here's the thing. If they spread it out, well, no, they can't spread it out, because they only attack the 2 units. So yeah, they'll do 2 on 1, and they'll do 1 on the other. And obviously I don't want a unit disrupted, so I'm going to fall it back. And this one will become disrupted, but I will leave it there instead of falling him back. Wait, I think he does get the roll on it to potentially reconstitute. Because he is in supply. He is in supply. The road is here. I've got control of the road. But I'm not sure if the enemy units being in the hex will matter. Let me look. Yeah, so they are still in supply, so they would get to roll for it. Okay, so good. That attack actually went relatively well for him. It forced the retreat, and it reduced 1 of the units, 1 of the white units. So it's not too bad. All right, so I got 2 cards left. They don't have anything but special actions. They're not going to play special actions anymore. They definitely want to hold on to the ones they've got left. So I've got a combat factor of 6. I could move 1 unit back in and then play the combat factor and do 6 against them and put that whole 6 against one of their units, trying to reduce their power, try to chip away at them. Or I could do a couple of their units. I'll probably do a couple. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to play the 1, bring 1 unit back in here as well. No, don't be on top, you goofy boy. All right, there we go. Bring 1 in. And then I have 6 units in here. We're going to play the combat factor for 6. Have all 6 attack 2 of theirs. So that, unfortunately, doesn't give me 12. It gives me 11, and it gives them 5. Since one of my guys is reduced. Oh, wait. Disrupted units can't attack. That's right. They cannot attack. They can defend, but they can't attack. Okay, we're going to have to pick away at them then. I could do 5 on 2. That would be 10. It would be the reverse of what we just did. So, look, yeah, let's do it. We're going to do it that way. We're going to do 5 of my units. This one's not involved. The disrupted one's not involved. Against 2 of their units instead. Those are the ones that are going to be involved in combat. All right, so again, I'm going to roll 5 twice for the white guys and then 5 die once for the blue guys since they are getting the +1 from the defensive terrain. All right, first roll is 1. Not good. Come on, big money. We need big money here. We need big whammies. We need to do a lot of damage because 1 is not going to do it for us. Come on, big. That's a little better. 2 more, 3. Exactly what they did. And now they're 5. Coming back. And they did 2. Oh, they did so good. Okay. So, they get to pick here in a sec. Let me pick what I'm going to do first. So, they got 2 hits. I've got 3 hits. I could force them to retreat if I put 1 on each one of them. Or, because they don't want to get reduced. They could stay and reduce, or they could retreat. Or I could reduce one of them. Yeah, that's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to force the retreat of 3 of them. They can each absorb a hit by doing that. That way they've reduced it. It would help if I had 1 more card left to conduct an attack. So that takes care of that. And they've got 2 hits. 1 hit can cause a disruption, and 2 can kill. So I think they're going to just flat out kill a unit. Much better because it drops the unit all the way back. It takes me a while to get them back over there. So we threw them back. We've taken almost control of the area. But 1 move can bring them back in. And, oh, that could be a problem. Okay. Let's, this video went a little longer than anticipated. I thought this round was going to go quicker, but it's getting a little bit longer now that there's a lot more combat going on. So let's do our finalized phase. We're both out of cards. We'll go to turn 4, and let's roll for our units to see who's going to repair. All right, first, aircraft come back. And do they get to roll this phase? Because they're all going to disrupted. I wonder if they get to roll this phase. Let me look on that. Okay, so since it is written this way, it says all air units return to their respective rear areas, and then next is units may recover from disruption or damage. I am going to let them roll in this final phase since they've come back and now it's time to roll. All right, so let's do the white guys first. There are 2 hit markers, 3 damage, and 1 disrupted unit to do. So let's do first for our damaged units. Red one will be the aircraft. See if they're coming back. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Look at that roll, baby. Look at that roll. God, the dice gods love them. Love the Salvadorians. Look at that. Oh, man. Oh, okay. 666 isn't exactly a good lucky number, but it worked on this one. Let's roll for these 2 hit markers. And 1 of those goes away. Damn. That is some sick odds of rolling 6. And we're going to roll for this 1 disrupted guy here, see if he recovers. And he almost did. Oh, right there was a 6. I was like, tell me he recovers. Okay, now we'll do the blue guys. Blue guys have 2 aircraft in the damage box. Now we can flick the airfield back over. These 3 to recover and no disrupted units. These guys need to come back so they can get stuck in on the next one. And they will have aircraft they can bring in. That will be great. When we get defensive. Okay, so let's do 2 and 3. So the 2 aircraft in the box. 1 comes out. And we'll give them the better aircraft. And we'll do the 3 that are disrupted. And that was a 3, 4, whatever. So yeah, it wasn't going to land on it. Missed on that one. So they are staying disrupted for now. Oh, that is not good. They only have 1 aircraft available. They got 3 units up there. They really don't need to send any more units over here. They can pretty much just keep bringing it all down here because the amount of time that's left, the amount of movement points they would have to invest to trying to stop me over here, it just wouldn't work. Their best bet to win is to force the draw by throwing everything against this area. Because I'm not going to get up here. I don't have the time to get up there. Right? Yeah, I don't have the time to get up here to these. I'm not too worried about those victory point areas. I've already got control of these with a good amount of units. It would take them a while to get over there. I would be getting the defensive bonuses if they were to push. So yeah, it really does come down to this area because any card they play trying to get units in this direction is cards they're not playing for this 2-point area here. And all the white cards are pretty much going towards capturing this. So yeah, that's probably what's going to be happening. All right, but yeah, you guys stay tuned. This we're about halfway through with the game. I'm hoping I can play the turns a little bit quicker and get a couple more rounds finished in each one of the videos so I can get it done a little bit quicker. But it will be interesting to see how it happens with the Salvadorians since they do have 1 hit marker now. So they're slowed down a bit, not as much as would have expected. The raid just didn't go well for them, especially considering they burned 2 special action cards to do that and lost all their aircraft twice. It's just not the best strategy, but it is what it is. Like I said, learning game. All right, anyway, you guys take care. I will see you in the next one.